Hey doing guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Kev and I do predominantly trucking videos. But in this video I'm going to demonstrate very quickly how I disinfect my car. Same principles apply to your truck or whatever you drive. But yeah, as we're in the midst of this pandemic, I just thought I'd give you some quick tips. Hopefully we'll get some stuff that you might miss and keep all ourselves and our family safe. So here we are inside the car. So here we are inside the car. You'll have to bear with me. I'm on my driveway, which is right next to a main A road, which is a trunk road. So we're going to get a lot of traffic. We're going to get a lot of background noise. Yeah, I would have chose somewhere much quieter had I been allowed out, but I'm not allowed out. So obviously we're in the middle of this pandemic and trying to keep everything clean and sanitized is really important. So I just thought I'd take you through the steps that I do to make sure that, you know, me and my family stay safe. First of all, I use this, which is the Diomax. These guys sent this to me to use. I was using it in my truck before we ceased working. So yeah, we're on hold at the moment through work. So yeah, I was using this, and had I still been at work, I would have demonstrated this. But these guys don't know that I'm making this video, so I'm not sponsored by them. They just sent it to me to see how I get on, see if I liked it, and to be able to use. So yeah, this is the Diomax. This is the cockpit sanitizer and the One Clean in and out. This one is the advanced clean protection. This is like in your truck, this is like your pink, if you like. And then this is your sanitizer. In that you also get antibacterial wipes, and you get a cloth as well. So along with this kit, I've got a couple of extra cloths that I'm using. I have a brush to get in and out of the nooks and crannies. I'm also going to use just a random window cleaner, and so a can of like an air duster. Just, you can pick these up in hardware stores, DIY shops, whatever. But yeah, I'm going to use this as well. You probably want to be wearing gloves, and probably a mask will help as well. I've not got a mask. Masks are massive shortage. You can't get them anywhere. So yeah, we're just going to do what we can, and I'll walk you through the steps that I take. So first things first, make sure your car is clean inside and out. Those of us that are off work at the moment, there's plenty of us. You know, you've got plenty of time. I'm sure your cars are all sparkling already with the amount of time that we've had off work. But yeah, it's really important to make sure that your car is clean inside and out before you start. Otherwise, you're just going to be beating your head against a brick wall. What I do advise when it comes to doing the sanitizing is work from the inside out. You don't want to be dragging anything that's on the outside on the inside, so it just makes sense really. So first things we do, I'm going to use the cockpit sanitizer, and what's always best to do is to spray it onto the cloth. So it does smell nice, it dries super quick as well, and it will dry with like a matte finish, so you won't get a shine. And just go over everything. Just make sure you get as much as you can. You can even spray it on, it won't hurt it. Yeah, just make sure that you get everything. Obviously, you want to make sure that you get in all the contact points, and then you've got your spray as well. So into your brush, and you can make sure you get into all those little nooks and crannies. Make sure you get into everything. Obviously where that dust is where those germs are hiding. So make sure you get into absolutely everything. This is really nice. I almost feel like I'm getting drunk already. But yeah, this has got quite a high alcohol content, so it's really good. Now, contacts you want to be concentrating on is obviously do your mirror. So make sure you do run your mirror. The first thing, especially if somebody else drives the car, first thing they do is on the mirror. Try to work from the top down. So then you've got your visors. So just make sure you get all your visors where people are going to touch them. Just give it a quick sanitize. You know, this isn't an in-depth clean or an in-depth detail. This is just about trying to keep you safe. So make sure you get all your buttons. And then of course you've got your gear knob. make sure that that is nice and sanitised. You've got everything off of there. Handbrake, really important. And then you've got your steering wheel and your steering wheel controls. On this car, you got the extra control for the audio. Don't forget that. You got contact buttons down here, contact buttons here. Yeah, and then make a start on your steering wheel. You wouldn't believe it or not, but the most important, or where the most germs tend to hide, isn't your steering wheel. Nope. It is your cup holders. So make sure you give your cup holders a good clean, good sanitize. Just make sure you get anything that people are going to touch. That's the most important thing. Then you got your door handles. Make sure you get your door handles. Then after you've gone over everything with the sanitizer, and you've got into all your nooks and crannies with your brush, make sure it's all clean, there's nothing in there at all. This car's pretty clean anyway. We tried to keep, the floor tends to be quite dirty because obviously it's a family run around, so but everything else tends to be kept quite clean. Make sure you get inside your vents. What you can also do with your vents is you give them a quick blowout with the air, just to make sure you get the dust out. Just keep it all clean, make sure you get all the little bits. Now this will probably take me about 10 minutes to do, and then when I've done that, I get the one clean in and out. Give it, and this brings back a bit more of the shine, and it's got a fragrance to it as well, so it's all very nice. But yeah, the company that sent this, the Autofleet Diomix, it's their cockpit sanitizing kit, and it's really good. I know they sent it to me free of charge, but once I've used this, if we're still in this pandemic, I'm going to buy another one because it is so good, and you can never be too careful. I'm going to leave the link in the description to these guys, so if you want to go and check them out and you want to buy your own, then you can do that. Right, so yeah, we're all polished, we're all clean, we're all sanitised inside. Another place not to forget, seat belts. Don't forget your seat belts. So you got your seat belt here, and also here. Don't forget to sanitise all your seat belt area. Try and get as much of the actual belt you can as well. And then obviously, if you've got kids, you're going to have car seats as well. Kids are going to have their hands absolutely everywhere, so it's best not just the contact points in the back, whether it's car seats or kids about. Just sanitize everything. Just spray everything, wipe it down. Don't forget your handles, your grab handles as well. Give them a good clean. But yeah, there's so much, you know, that it's so easy to miss. And then get on your other doors as well. Do the handles. Do the window up and downy switches. So yeah, that is about it on the inside. Right, let's move on to the outside. Now obviously, if you've got any leather on the interior, it's probably better to use a leather cleaner rather than something like this. It'll probably be okay, but we wouldn't want to take any chances. So when it comes to the outside, obviously it's probably best on the outside because you don't really want to start saturating the paint with this stuff. So you're probably better off just giving it a wipe over, making sure you get the back. And then if you look carefully, even if the car's not clean, there's fingerprints all down here, across the window. When you get in and out the car, you get out the car, and you have a tendency to grab here, or grab here, or grab down here, or anywhere around the door. So, good clean, right round the outskirts of the door, just to make sure you get anything. And give it a quick wipe on the inside as well, around the seal. Same again with the boot. give it a quick clean, give it a wipe over any switches or anything like that. And then people, when they close the boot, have a tendency to either use grab handles inside if you've got any, or they tend to just grab the bottom surface. So again, a good wipe over just to make sure that you've got rid of any of those nasties. Another good place that's often forgotten about, fuel cap. Give the outside a bit of a buff. Then on the inside, it's quite mucky in here. Give it a bit of a good dousing. Make sure there's nothing in there. Then what I like to do is just move on to the windows, give them a quick clean, make sure you get all those fingerprints off. Get them inside and out. If you can't get rid of the smears, then use a separate cloth that's not quite so damp with the window cleaner. And also don't forget, just get some ignition on.
Become our 15th.
Oh. Just to get the inside of this lip here as well, because this can get a bit mucky, and anywhere where the muck resides is where we're going to get bugs and germs sitting. So there we go, all the windows, all the mirrors, and then we're almost there now. So second from last thing that I would do is your pollen filter. Obviously a lot of stuff congregates and gets stuck in your pollen filter, and there could be some potential for germs to be blown out through the vent. So yeah, just grab that out, replace it at the manufactured recommended intervals. If, like me today, you can't get hold of a filter, then I'm just going to blow it out and spray a little bit of disinfectant on it and leave it to dry before I pop it back in. Shouldn't do it any harm, but like I say, follow recommended manufacturer recommendations. So yeah, this is what I do with this one. So super simple on this little Honda Jazz. Most modern cars are quite similar, so they're either in the glove box or in there, or in a small compartment under the bonnet. But in this one, I'm sure if you look in your manual, you'll find it. But in this one, you flip the glove box down. In there, there's a little catch, and then in here, I can't grab it. There we go. We have our pollen filter. As you can see, it's quite grubby. There's bits and pieces stuck in it. This is obviously the clean side, and this is where the air is sucked into from this side. So I'm just going to get my just blow it out. Try and get majority of the stuff. Like I say, I'd recommend replacing it because they're quite cheap to replace. But just blow it out. Then I'd just give it a quick squirt. Not too much. And then all I'm going to do is just leave that out to dry. It will literally take seconds because that alcohol-based disinfectant, it will be gone in very quickly. So yeah, once that's dry, I'll pop that back in and we can get on with it. Now, finally, what I'll do, obviously, your seats and your carpets, you just want to make sure they're protected a little bit anyway. All I use is like this Dettol all-in-one can spray, and I just give the carpets a spray, give the seats a quick spray, and just make sure that, you know, everything's disinfected. And it smells really nice too. So there we go, guys. I hope you found that helpful. Like I said, I just wanted to show you what I'd done just to keep myself and family safe. And maybe I'm hoping that I showed you some bits that you might not have thought of, like seat belts or the sun visors around the doors and the boot and stuff like that. And also the pollen filter. Hopefully it helped. Let me know in the comments if you do anything differently or you think I missed anything. I'm always happy to take on board any of your comments and your suggestions, because obviously it helps me keep my now we've got the army flying overhead. So I just want to finish up by saying that if this wasn't a family car that's only driven by the household, if it was a works car or someone that, you know, that's driven by other people, then I would be wearing gloves, I'd be wearing a mask, and really don't forget that it's vitally important that we keep washing our hands. So if you get midway through cleaning the car, you're hungry, clean your hands. If you want to go to the toilet, clean your hands. Really, really important. So yeah, just want to finish there. Guys, stay safe. We will get through this. Stay at home if you can. Look after your family. Anyway, it's just a short, quick video. Hope you found it helpful. Don't forget to subscribe for plenty more videos. And the next video, we'll be back in the car transporter at the weekend.